Hello again, everyone. We're live from Swain County High School. Lady Devils and Lady Braves getting ready to do Smoky Mountain Conference battle here from Swain High School tonight. Joe Holt, along with Toby Burrell, here with you tonight, and we've never been more happy for a match to start than this one because they turned the warm-up music off, much to Joe and I's delight. We wore our head muffs all through warm-ups, and it didn't help at all. So Swain and Cherokee set to do it up. Swain 4-5 on the season, and the Braves 1-4 on the season. But more importantly for Swain in conference play, they are 4-1 overall, while the Braves come in at 0-4. These two teams have already met once this season. It was Cherokee's first match of the season back on August 20th, whereas the Lady Devils, it was their fourth, and Swain took that one 3-0. But we'll have all the action for you here. And noticing as during warm-ups, the Cherokee roster does not match what they had on Max Prep, so I'll do the best I can, folks. And if I don't get somebody right, I apologize in advance. So here we are, set to go. Kenzie Eagleman to serve it. And she is up and over, and we're underway. The Braves with a couple of passes, and now Tori Tisatuski with a attack from the outside, but it is out, and it will be point to the Lady Devils. Eagleman set to serve it again. Hard one this time. Backs the libero up. And Tisatuski again will push that one over. Eagleman rushes in to get it. Yance with the set to the middle to Anthony. Anthony to the back row, played by the Braves. Back up front to Tisatuski. They'll go to her a lot. She's one of their best athletes. And there's Mara with one off slightly deep, and it'll be tied at 1. So I don't have that person, and that one's over by Winchester. So Winchester with the kill gives Swain the serve back, and the lead again at 2-1. Into the Swain lineup will be Taylor Collins. Caitlin Anthony will go to the service line. Anthony serve up and over, played by the Braves. The setter in there is Shaylin Barker. Now Yance with a set outside to Mar. Mar goes at it again. Miss hits, gets it over. Nice play by Cherokee to get it back across. Yance has got that to the middle of Collins. She hits it. Again, the Cherokee libero doing a good job. Now Tisatuski, and she can't get hers over, and it'll be 3-1 in favor of Swain. Anthony to service it again. We're just in game 1, best of 5 here for the varsity, and that one's off of the rafter. That should be it hit the rafter. And they're trying to get that straightened out. They're going to replay it, but you can replay it yourself on our broadcast here and tell that ball bounced straight off the rafter. So Anthony with a break here for the Lady Devils. She'll serve it again. This one is definitely in. Tisatuski and Barker battle with it, but they leave it short, and it'll be 4-1 in favor of the Lady Devils. We are in game 1, best of 5. The JVs won prior to this 2-0. That one's over by Anthony, played. Now Barker hustles in to get that. Pushed over in that case by King. And now Yance over to the middle, and just like that, it's 5-0. 4-point lead here in the early going. Anthony to serve again. And that one is up and over as well. Played over by the Braves. Kira Shook there to play that. Collins with it. Tisatuski blocks it, and we got under the net on Taylor Collins. So Tori Tisatuski making her presence known in the middle of the Braves lineup. And so checking in is Aya Johnson. She's got Shaylin Barker out. And serving will be Raylan Bark, a junior rather, for the Braves. Collins plays it. Winchester sets it. Marr in the middle, and Jenna Marr up and down with that one. Gives the serve back to the Lady Devils. It will be Katie Winchester at the line now for Swain. Serve up and over. Played close to the net. Collins is there, but it doesn't make it over. Point to Swain. We'll be with you again. Join Gary Ayers and Coach Rod White and myself for the pregame show Friday night as the Franklin Panthers come to town. The Maroon Devils host the Panthers. Kickoff 7:30, pregame at 7. And you saw that action yourself there, and the Lady Devils have jumped out to a 6-point lead. And we've got a timeout, Braves. Really appreciate Mark Sale and Sonia Blankenship filling in last week. Did a fabulous job. Good enough to where we're going to see if we can get those two back up here in the studio booth. I'm sure they'll be much better than myself, especially now that Joe and I are partially deaf. Winchester to serve it again. Back to the corner. The Braves have got it, and they get that one over. Now Shook with a step-in past Winchester. She goes outside to Marr, and Marr right down the line. And Jenna with another kill her way. She leads the Lady Devils on the season with 59 kills coming into tonight's action. And she's already recorded 2 here tonight. Winchester back at the line. And we are set to go now. Serve up, and it's a high one, deep. Tisa Teskey sets that to the outside, pushed across by King, and now Winchester to the front to Collins. She tips it over, saved by Tisa Teskey, but she couldn't get enough on it to get it over, and so Swain now with an 8-point advantage. Again, action coming your way 7 o'clock Friday night. The Maroon Devils take on the Panthers in non-conference action, the last non-conference action before Swain starts conference play. I guess that would be 3 weeks this week, and then the open date, and then Hayesville comes to town as we open up conference play with the Yellow Jackets. Cherokee with a chance to attack here. Tisa Teskey goes deep. Anthony plays it. Shook saves it, and now Yance pushes that one over. Braves with a chance to attack. They go outside to King. She goes back row. That one's pushed outside to Marr. She bumps it over, and the longest volley of the night has broken out. Shook with a step-in pass. Winchester goes outside to Marr. Marr goes left hand, and we've got a net violation on the Braves. So biggest lead of the night at 10 for the Lady Devils. And it'll be Winchester at the service line again. She gets the location from Coach Kayla McMahon. And that one's soft to the middle. The Braves have got it. A chance to attack, and there's Tisa Teskey. She gets that one down as Marr was frozen in her tracks. Tori Tisa Teskey leads the Lady Braves in kills on the season. She also leads in aces as she steps to the service line for the first time with her team trailing. That one's hard at Shook. She's got it. Yance has to scramble to get it, and Anthony, a good job playing that one over. Now the Braves have a chance to attack. Anthony to Winchester. Now Collins pushes it over deep. Saved in there by Tisa Teskey, and that one's hit up and over and pushed by Collins. Nice play off the Naomi Smith hit for the Braves. Taylor Collins pushed that one over. Now she has to attack with the ball coming over her head. A tough angle. King pushes that one from the side. Shook dives, and we've still got action here. Marr hard to the back row. Played nicely in there by the Braves, and that one's dinked right to the soft middle by Naomi Smith, and the Braves take the longest rally of the night here in the first set. Tisa Teskey to serve again. She hammers that one right at Caitlin Anthony. Anthony's got it. Shook and Collins battle for it. Collins saves it over. And now the Braves look to attack. Smith with the backwards play on that one. Winchester tiptoes the line, and the net gets that one over. Shook saves that on the back row. Winchester outside to Marr, and Marr's up and down with it hard, and Jenna Marr with another kill. And the Lady Devils have broken serve. Marr will go to the service line, and Kenzie Eagleman will check in on the front row. Marr will serve it. Good hard one down the line. That's played close, but can't get it over. So another point goes the way of the Lady Devils, back to a 10-point advantage now with Marr still to serve. We're in set number 1, best of 5 coming your way here tonight from Swain High School. And that one's served out by Marr. And the Lady Devils will travel to Hayesville on Thursday to begin a crucial but very difficult stretch of their season, as they'll have Hayesville on that Thursday of this week, and then Tuesday, Eagleman with the kill for the Lady Devils. Next Tuesday they will play Murphy, and the following Thursday Robbinsville. So all the teams that are ahead of Swain in the standings coming up in succession. This one by Collins is up and over, and an ace by Taylor. So now Swain, behind the Taylor-Collins serve, has their largest lead of the night at 11. Collins now with a hard one. The Braves push that one over. Shook with the pass. Another good one from Kiera. Back set to Yance. And Ashton with a chance, and she's got it down. So Ashton Yance, who doesn't get a ton of attack opportunities as the setter for the Lady Devils. And off of the Swain bench is Olivia Waddy. She'll check in for Kenzie Eagleman. So Waddy on the front row now with Yance and Anthony. Collins to serve it. Lady Devils with a 12-point advantage, their biggest so far. That's cross court, played by the Braves. It goes outside. Tough play, blocked in there by Yance and Anthony. So the Lady Devils flexing their muscles here early. Swain, winners of 3 of their last 5, 3 of their last 4 in actuality. That one's over. Winchester to Yance. Yance in the middle to Anthony, who hammers that one down. Good aggressive version of the Lady Devils here, and Collins will go back to the service line with Swain in complete control here. That one is over but out. Just missed the line. And subs in. It will be Barker for Cherokee, and it will be Kendall Cochran for the Lady Devils. Cochran sporting number 13. As Coach Kayla McMahon making a change with her and Kira Shook in the libero role. That's cut down the line. Barker, nice pass to Yance. Yance goes outside to Waddy. Waddy back rows it. That one's going to be close. Anthony's there, but it doesn't get over. So Swain with the point, and they are to 20 now. It'll be Yance to serve it. Yance, Cochran, and Shook on the back row. Waddy, Winchester, and Anthony on the front row. And that's Yance all the way to the corner, and Ashton has an ace over there for her troubles. And we'll get another serve now. Swain 4 points away from taking set number 1 here in conference play against the Braves. Yance down the other line this time. Barker able to get to that one, and that one's deep off of Smith, and it is now 22-6. We got a sub. This will be Sarah Gray-Poss. She's checking in for Kendall Cochran. So now it will be Yance to serve again. 22-6 your score. And Yance is deep. Played there. Barker's got it. She pushes it over. Shook steps into another good pass. Yance pushes that one over. And now Smith will hit it. Yance has got that dig. Winchester to Anthony in the middle. And Caitlin goes cross court with that one for another winner. And Swain is up to a 2 points away from set 1. Yance will serve it again. And she's got a floater that drops all the way down. Nicely done by Dalrika King there, but she couldn't quite get to that one. And we're at set point right here in the first one with the Lady Devils in complete control. Yance to serve Swain out. The junior up and over with it. Barker plays it now. The Braves scramble, and Smith pushes it over. Anthony steps into a good pass for Yance. Right back to Anthony. She goes cross court again, and the winner as Swain takes the first set here at home. And we're back here ready for set number 2. The Lady Devils took number 1, 25-6 over the Braves. I want to remind everybody that you can follow along all season long on the Maroon Devils Network. You'll see articles, you'll see Facebook posts, you'll see Twitter posts. You will be able to be in the know on everything that's going on in the Maroon Nation. And we also want to remind you that the only thing better than cheap is free. And we are that all season long on the Maroon Devils Network. So tune in. Make us a part of your plans and catch all the action, and not only tonight's action, but Friday night's action as the Panthers come to town against our Maroon Devils here at Swain County Memorial Stadium. So tune in. 7 o'clock pregame show, followed by the kickoff at 7:30. Gary Ayers and Coach Rod White will have all the action for you. And if you're watching along, remember you can catch in home games, you can catch instant replays as Gary and the coach break down play-by-play what's going on with the football game. And if you can't be in the area and you can't pick us up on the internet, be sure to tune in to 94.1 WBHN for all the action all season long as well. So we're set here for set number 2. Cherokee will serve it first. Good hard serve right there and an ace, and the Braves have their first lead of the night at 1-0. Now back to the service line, number 5, who I do not have a name for. I apologize to our friends in Cherokee. It is not intentional by any stretch of the imagination. And now the Braves with a 2-0 lead. So again with the serve. And that one floats into the net, so Swain is on the board. Kendall Cochran checks out. Taylor Collins checks in. Caitlin Anthony moves to the service line for Swain's first serve here in set 2. Anthony's up and over, cuts it a little too fine down that line, and it is out of bounds. And the Braves now with a 3-1 lead. This will be Raylan Bark moving to the service line. She's a junior for Cherokee. And that one is a good floater, but didn't quite get enough of it to get it over. And so Swain will now turn it over to Katie Winchester to serve. And there's a good floater down the line. Good push set. Now Tisa Tusky in the middle winds it up and gets it, but it doesn't drop in. So we're tied at 3. Winchester to serve it. And she cuts hers a little too fine. So Cherokee is 2/3 of the way to their point total in all of game 1 here in the outset of game 2. It'll be Tisa Tusky to the line, and that one just missed being an ace. And we're tied back at 4-all. Jenna Marr to the line. She takes her rip at it. The Braves now with it, have a chance to get it over. Barker pushes it deep. Anthony with it. Winchester steps into a set. Eagleman on the other side. Goes cross court. Well played over there by King. And then pushed over. Anthony steps in, gets that one out. Back outside to Eagleman. She punches it off the top of the net. And now the Braves with a chance to attack. They dink. Winchester's there. Yance sets Collins. And Collins pushes it deep. That one's going to be close, but not quite. And then Cherokee cannot make that play. And the Lady Devils take their first lead at 5-4 in set number 2. Marr to serve it again. That one's up and over. Tisa Tusky with the play. And Cherokee could not get into an attack position there at all. Floater close to the net. Collins pushes that one over. Now Winchester steps in to set it. Eagleman goes back row. Tisa Tusky's got it. Now Smith takes a whack at it, gets it up. Yance unable to make a play on it. And now it will be King at the service line. Rips it down the line, and it is out. A lot of service points here in set number 2 for both teams. Collins will step back to the line, where she did good work for Swain in game number 1. And there's a floater up and over. Smith plays it, but then the setter, Raylan Bark, could not get around her to make a play on it. And the Lady Devils with a 3-point advantage now, and that's their biggest lead here in the second set. Collins with a smash down the line, and that looked out, but we got a touch. And it'll be Swain's point at 9-5. Collins will serve it again. Punched right to the middle. Nicely played. A little confusion in the middle. Now Barker's got it over. She'll set. And it goes across the net, unfortunately. Now to the outside to Eagleman again. She goes cross court. Tisa Tusky's got it. Bark sets it, but it's a miss hit. Eagleman has to pull hard to get it out of there, and now Collins and Anthony help her get it over. And Cherokee goes into attack mode. Blocked in there by Anthony and Yance again. Good job by those two. That's their second block of the night. And Collins will serve it again. That one is out. Kendall Cochran off the Swain bench to check in for Collins. And now it will be Shaylin Barker to serve it right at Kenzie Eagleman. Eagleman's got it. Yance back to Anthony. Anthony unable to attack that one. And the Swain lead is back down to 3. Barker again with a serve. Barker, a sophomore. That one's up and over. Eagleman's got it. Yance has got it back to Eagleman over there. She goes deep with it. And the Braves play it and get it over down the line. And Cochran unable to get there. And the Braves are back to 2. So Barker looking to put her team right back in the midst of things, right at Eagleman again. Yance pushes that one over hard, and Ashton's going to get a kill out of that to stem the tide and break the serve. She will go back to the service line now. So Yance up and over with it. She served the Lady Devils out in game 1, and she's got her first one down for an ace here to put Swain up by 4. Punched over. Barker sets it outside. That one's punched the left hand. Nicely played in there. Now Anthony goes at it and attacks it. It's back over. Anthony at it again. The Braves play this one, and that one doesn't quite make it over for Smith, and it's a 5-point advantage now for Swain behind Yance's serves. Ashton with the serve, right to the middle of the court. Barker sets it there. Nicely done by the Braves. Yance hustles in to get that set up for Eagleman. She goes up and over with it, and Kenzie Eagleman with a kill has it to a 6-point advantage now for Swain here in set number 2. That serve is deep, and the Braves can't do anything with it. It's now 7-point advantage. Timeout Cherokee with the Lady Devils up by 7. Action set to resume now. Yance still serving. Braves use one of their 2 timeouts to try to stem this tide. Now a floater just over, and that won't be returned. So no dice on shaking Ashton Yance there. She puts the Lady Devils up 8 here. Yance up, and this one's hard right at Tisa Tusky. She pushes it straight up. Barker's able to get there. And now the Braves will have that one over. Shook steps into a pass. Nice one to Yance. Back sets it over to Winchester. She's only able to punch it over. And now Shook is there for that one. Yance back to the other side. And Eagleman's got that one. But Tisa Tusky picks it up down the line. And Smith steps into it but is unable to convert. And Swain now with their biggest lead in set number 2 at 17-8. At one point, the Braves led in this match, but things have disintegrated for them. We were tied at 4, and Swain took the lead 5-4 at that point and have not looked back. Yance to serve it again. That one's good and hard towards that corner. Smith frees that one over. Cochran steps into a good pass to the middle to Anthony off the set. Played in there off Smith's block, and now Smith pushes it over, but Yance is there. Now Winchester will set. She goes middle to Anthony. Anthony off the Smith block again. Cherokee plays it. They go to Smith. It's cut close, but Yance has got it. Winchester pulls that out, and now Shook will pass that over right back at her. As her and Tisa Tusky play Pepper. Cherokee with some crazy free ball there, and they get that to work, but Ashton Yance gets that one in on the push, and she will remain at the service line. And we got Swain sub off the bench. Olivia Waddy's going to check in for Kenzie Eagleman to play the outside there. There's another one by Yance, floater down the middle. Cherokee with a chance. They get an attack out of Smith with that. Down to the outside to Waddy. She gets it over. Now the Braves come back with an attack. Shook with a dive. Cochran's going to get that. And then Anthony pushes it over. Well done, Lady Devils. Back to the middle to Smith, who's falling backwards but still able to do something with it. Yance able to pull a set out of there, and that was just out. And we got a touch, though. A touch on the block in the middle, and it will be point Swain, and makes it 20-8 now. And Yance still at the service line. Good hard serve right at Barker. She's able to pull it out. Anthony punches that one but can't get it down. Shook with a great save out of that. Now Waddy hustles in to get it over. Cherokee with a chance now to attack. They go middle, and Smith falling backwards again is able to get it up, showing her athleticism. Tisa Teskey pushes it back to Cochran. Nice pass from her. Now Winchester with a set to the right side. And the Braves go back again. Shook hustles after that one. Cochran's got it now. And Anthony will push that one over. Waddy hustles in to get that one. Yance pushes it over. Barker's got it. Tisa Teskey tries to find a hole. Cochran's there, though. Yance to Anthony, and Anthony goes short side and gets that one down to cut it to 21. So in is Poss. Yance to serve it again at 21. Good hard one over. And that one's played, and a little confusion there leads to that one getting down. And we're at 22-8 now. All Lady Devils. Barker with a pass. That one's trying to push over by Smith, and she couldn't quite get it there. And it's 23-8 in favor of the Lady Devils. Swain 2 away from going up 2-0 in this match, rather. Yance with a good hard one down the line, played by Tisa Teskey, though. Smith sets this one. Cross court, Shook's there for the dig. Yance has got it. She goes outside to Waddy. Waddy goes cross court, and that one is good. Olivia Waddy with the kill. Nicely done. So Yance with a chance to serve Swain out again for the second consecutive set. Excuse me. That's a good hard serve right at Tisa Teskey. Winchester goes right back at her again. Torrey's got that one. And now the Braves attack down the line, and they get that one down. So Cherokee stems the tide there, but they've got to serve out now, trailing this one 24-9. It'll be Naomi Smith to do the honors. She's a sophomore. She's got that one, cut that one a little too fine, and that was going to do it. Swain takes set number 2, 25-9. Set number 3 almost ready to get underway. The Lady Devils have taken the first 2 in this one and are looking to sweep the Braves here in conference play tonight. First game went to Swain 25-6, and the second one 25-9. And now Kenzie Eagleman will start the service rotation for the Lady Devils. She will serve to start set number 3. A floater on its way. That one's played, but miss hit and then saved. Anthony with it. Right back from Yance. She goes at it hard. That one gets almost to the floor. Nicely played by the Braves. Set to the outside of Marr, and that one does get down. And they call that out. That looked like a tip. Even had side judge saying tip. So Cherokee with a serve and right back, and Collins is in for Cochran. Anthony to the service line. Caitlin Anthony will serve it now for Swain here in game number 3. That one is miss hit. We start much the way we did in set number 2 with a lot of service errors by both teams. So we got some youngsters playing underneath behind the benches. They've been asked to take a seat, and now Raylan Bark will serve for the Braves. Shook with a good pass, steps into it to Winchester, to the middle to Marr. She goes off of the dink right into Aya Johnson. And so Swain with the point ties it back up at 2. Winchester to the service line. She hits it deep. That one's misplayed. Barker, good job getting to it. She's going to save it for the Braves. Collins with the pass, and she'll get it right back. Punches it over. Barker's got it, and that's a carry on the Braves. So Swain takes a 3-2 lead for the first lead here in the third game. Winchester serving again. Floater just barely makes it over. And Barker's got that one and miss hit, so it's 4-2. We were tied at 2 when Winchester took over, I do believe. And that one's out of bounds. Aya Johnson to the service line. She's a junior for the Braves. Left-handed, that one's served up. And it's a little long. Eagleman back in for Shook now. And Jenna Marr will tow the service line. That one's down the line and played. Braves stay to the outside with it, but can't get anything going offensively there. And it'll be Marr to the service line again. Floater down that same line again. Bark sets it back outside for King. She's got it over. Nicely played by Winchester there to save it. Now it's pushed, but it will be underneath on Barker. Nicely attempted there by the sophomore setter, but she couldn't get her body keep it from going underneath the net. So we're 8-3 now, and Marr still serves. There's a floater. Bark's got it to King, and now Barker will push it on over. Anthony steps into the pass. Winchester tries to short set it, and she finds the middle, and 5 Braves converge, but they could not get to it. So Marr will serve it again. And there's an ace by Marr. And Swain with their largest lead here in game 3, 7 points. Down the line. And Cherokee can't get that one in play. And Swain has reeled off a huge lead here in game 3 rather. Best of 5. Swain wins this one, it's over. Cherokee must win to extend the match. Floater to the back corner. They keep it alive, and now Swain will have to do something. And Eagleman with a well-placed ball, and she's going to get that one to work for. And now Swain is up by 9, and Cherokee takes their first timeout. So we're set to get back underway here. Jenna Marr will serve it for the Lady Devils. She's been at the line for a while here. Cherokee trying to break her momentum. Barker's able to get that one over, and Yance couldn't help herself. It was just too nice and neat up there. Eagleman over. King plays it. Now King will get a chance to attack, and she finds the middle. So they have broken serve here, and now trail by 8. So it'll be King at the service line for Cherokee. Jump serve on its way. That's going to be in, played by Shook, and then helped by Collins and pushed over by Winchester. Cherokee with a chance to attack here. They go deep corner, and it's out. So it'll be Taylor Collins to the service line. Now it's a floater that drops right at the last minute. So now Winchester sets Anthony in the middle. Picked up over there by Bark. And Cherokee can't get that one to go. And it'll be 14-4. Collins to serve. That's a hammer. Ace on its way from Taylor Collins to push the lead to 10, 15-4, 11 rather. 15-4 in favor of the Lady Devils now. That was hammered again by Collins. And hit the rafters. It was hit so hard. Collins with a couple of good hard serves on those last two. Now she's going to jump serve it. Another good hard one, another ace. 3 consecutive aces by Collins. And she will try it again here. With Swain up by 13. Running jump serve. Can't quite get that one to go though. And Cochran will check in for her to roam the back row. So now it'll be Shaylin, sorry about that, Barker. Shook with the play, Yance saves it rather. Now Eagleman goes ahead and pushes it over. That one's flipped over by the Braves. Eagleman cross net. Back to the outside, and that one doesn't quite make it over. So Swain now 7 points away from taking this match. Moving to 5-1 in conference play and 5-5 overall. It will be Yance at the service line. Wow. The best attack of the night by the Braves came from the back row. Lady Devils equal to the task so far. But can't put that one away. So it will be Cherokee serve right here. Let's see whose turn it is. And I'm sorry I do not have a name to go with a number for this young lady. Again, our apologies to Cherokee. And that one pushed right where Kenzie Eagleman left from. Good hard serve again. Shook's got it, but Winchester's going to have to help it. Now Yance takes that over. Cochran with a good pass to Yance. Yance to Anthony, and Anthony gets that one down. And Marr back into the lineup. Eagleman to the service line. Eagleman steps into her serve. Good hard one to the middle of the court. Now Cherokee will have to rally. They really should keep Bark on the back row. She has been, or number 5, I'm sorry, that's the one we don't have a name for, but she's been tremendous from back there with 2 screaming shots. Eagleman to serve again. Swain at 20 now, 5 points away from taking this match. Eagleman to the back corner. That one broke so much it went off of Delrica King. And now we're to 21. Eagleman to serve it again. This one's a little softer to the middle. Counting on a spot serve. Marr with the pass right to Yance. Yance back sets it to Winchester. She goes cross court. They get that over. Eagleman steps into the pass. It hits the rafters, and Swain can't get that one over. What did we call? How did we end up with that? No idea what just happened. Sorry, folks. 22-8 your score, and now Cherokee needs to go on quite a run right here. Keep themselves alive in this match. Next up for Cherokee will be Hiwassee Dam tomorrow. For our friends at Cherokee, that one will be at home. So you can catch the Braves tomorrow with Hiwassee Dam in town. For Swain, they will travel on Thursday to Hayesville. And then both of next week's games will be at home with Murphy and Robbinsville. So Swain at match point now with Caitlin Anthony on the service line, one away from taking this one 3-0. They took the one earlier in the season on the 20th of August by a 3-0 count as well. That one's over and deep. Misplayed by the Braves, and that's going to do it. Your Lady Devils have wrapped this thing up with the scores 25-6, 25-9, and 25-8. Swain moves to 4-4 on the season, 5-1 in Smoky Mountain Conference play. We're going to see you down the road. Make sure you tune in at 7 o'clock on Friday for a pregame show as the Franklin Panthers are in town. And then the kickoff will be at 7:30 with Gary Ayers and the coach, Rod White. Tune in with us then. Thanks for joining us on the Maroon Devils Network.